We speak better when we are alone. But the question is how to speak confidently when we are around people, or how to speak confidently in front of people. So, in this video, I'll be sharing steps which you can follow and improve your confidence and communication. The first step is stop trying to impress others. It is very important to keep practicing when it comes to improve your fluency or confidence. And in that practice period, our mindset should not be like impressing others. We are not practicing to impress others. We are practicing to improve ourselves. Because when we start focusing on perfection, we worry a lot about mistakes. We overthink a lot, and worrying about something and overthinking about something will greatly affect your practice period, and it will lower your confidence, and you may also end up quitting your fluency journey. So our main goal is not to be perfect or trying to impress somebody. Our main goal is to convey our idea, communicate what we are feeling effectively and clearly. So take this out from your mind, what people will think about you when you are practicing. So you have to stop thinking about people's judgment. You have to start thinking about what other people will think about you when you are practicing. And the second step is start small. Most of the time, what happens, we think that confidence or fluency means long, lengthy talks, but that's not the reality. Even if you speak few sentences, that should be clear and effective. That is what confidence means. So never jump into big conversation as a beginner, because when you try to jump into big conversations, what happens, you lag over there, and at that time what we start feeling is that we are not perfect enough, or we are not confident enough, or we are not fluent enough. So this will break your confidence. Always start with small sentences like hi, how are you. You can go for small talks, just talking 2 to 3 minutes with someone, just to increase your confidence in public speaking. Because the more you interact with others, no matter small or big, it will improve your confidence. Don't think that only big conversations will improve your confidence, but even small conversations, small efforts taken every single day with consistency will impact a lot in your fluency and confidence journey. Remember, start small. Third, use simple English words. The most common mistakes as a beginner we make is that we think that using complex and hard vocabulary and complex sentences will make us sound more advanced. The same mistake I also did when I started my fluency journey. In the beginning, I thought that it is very important to learn complex sentences or vocabulary to sound fluent, but that's not the reality. The main idea of any communication is that you convey clearly what you feel in your mind, what are the thoughts you have. You convey it to the other person effectively. It doesn't matter that you use fancy sentences, hard vocabularies, complex sentences. That doesn't matter. All matters is your confidence and the way you clearly convey the idea to the other person. Remember one thing, if in the beginning itself, if we start with learning hard vocabs, complex sentences, then what happens, we waste a lot of time learning all those words. And if we just keep learning those words and sentences, probably we are never going to practice, because in English we have a lot of vocabulary, a lot of words, a lot of sentences, we have different accents, so we cannot learn everything and then start speaking. That will take a whole lot time. So keep that in mind, that you can start simple. Don't look for fancy words or sentences. Just start with short sentences, clear words. That's more than enough. All matters is the time you invest in practicing, not the words or sentences. Fourth, practice real situations. Most of the times what happens that when we start our fluency journey, we practice a lot, which is not at all necessary to our daily conversations. Like most of the times we talk about going somewhere, ordering something, talking with a friend, talking about what's happening in our lives. So these are the common scenarios which we talk in our day-to-day life. But as a beginner, when we are learning to become fluent in English, we think that we have to like learn a lot of complex scenes, scenarios, words related to them, but that's not necessary, because even though we learn that, we are not going to use that anyway, because that doesn't suit our scenario. So what we have to do is, first we have to analyze our whole day, our routine, what are the places where we communicate. So we have to list those things and then learn words or sentences according to that scenario. Then only we can include it in our conversation and practice that. So start practicing real life scenarios. You can practice words or sentences on ordering food, talking to a friend, or asking questions. Here we have to keep one thing in mind, that we have to practice like real life and not like exams. Then comes the fifth: accept mistakes publicly. Most of the times what happens, we fear a lot about making mistakes. Even when I was a beginner, I was quite shy about making mistakes. I used to think that what people will do if I make mistakes, they may judge me, they may laugh at me. But later I realized that nothing is going to happen even if they judge me, even if they laugh at me, because my focus is not to impress them. My focus is to improve myself, is to improve my communication for my self growth. So here I realized that I should not focus on other people, and accepting mistakes became one of the common reason which helped me a lot to improve myself as well as my communication. Fix one thing in your mind, that people are not thinking about you the way you think that they think about you. People are already busy doing their own stuffs, thinking about their own stuffs. So they don't have time to think about us. So you don't waste your time to thinking about them. When we are making mistakes, it means we are trying. And when we keep trying, we keep practicing, and that is how progress begins. That is how we improve. We cannot improve just by thinking that what people will think if I make mistakes and then being silent. That is not going to help us in any way. So we should not think about others. We should not worry about making mistakes. Making mistakes are signs that we are trying. So never worry about making mistakes. Just keep practicing and keep improving. Last and the most important, use the 3-second rule. So before talking to someone or before talking about something, don't think too much. Just start speaking within 3 seconds. So this will help you to start fast instead of overthinking. So these were the 6 steps with which you can improve your fluency and confidence. First, stop trying to sound perfect. Never try to impress others. Just focus on practicing and improving. Second, start small. Starting small will help you to improve your confidence faster. Third, use simple sentences and words. Your goal is to become fluent and not to impress someone. Fourth, practice real life conversations and scenarios. Remember, you're learning those scenarios for speaking and not for examination. Fifth, accept mistakes publicly. Mistakes are signs that you are trying and practicing. The more mistakes you make, the more you practice and the more you progress. Last and the most important, try the 3-second rule. Before talking, don't think too much. Just start the conversation in 3 seconds. Keep this one thing in mind. You don't become confident and speak. You speak, practice, then continue doing the same thing and you become confident. Try this mini task today. Just pick one person over call or directly meeting to them and practice speaking English at least for 3 to 5 minutes. And follow for more content like this, and please support my channel.